Hey guys, so HP reached out to me and asked if I'd be interested in partnering up with them to check out their Pavilion 32 display and see if it would pair well with my MacBook Pro for all my gaming and video editing needs. What we've got here is a 32-inch widescreen display with a 2560 by 1440 resolution, 3000:1 static contrast ratio, a 7 millisecond response time, and a 70 Hz refresh rate. Now, this might not be a beast at gaming, but it does support AMD FreeSync. So if you have a compatible GPU, you're in business. And with 100% sRGB color gamut, it's really good for people like me when it comes to video and photo editing, though I don't think that'll help me with my thumbnail skills at all. It's like a gift. You're either born with it or you're struggling for the rest of your life. I wasn't born with it. Anyways, going on a quick tour, the bezels are slim and the wedge style stand is pretty heavy duty. It'll also tilt from -5 degrees to +21. And I like that it's kind of like a little tray for me to throw all my stuff from my pockets on, but you might want to stick a small sound bar in there or something in case you don't already have some speakers, because it doesn't have built-in speakers, which shouldn't be a deal breaker, but for like 50 bucks more, you can get the HP NV32 that comes with built-in Bang & Olufsen speakers. Oh, and just a quick tip, on the HP site, the Pavilion 32 is cheaper than from Amazon, but the NV32 is cheaper on Amazon than from the HP site. But I'll have some links down below for you guys in case you're interested. Now, round back, we're looking at 2 HDMI ports, a display port, as well as 2 USB 2.0 Type A ports, and a single USB 2.0 Type B port. Now, you could buy a bigger iMac instead of a MacBook for that bigger display if that's what you're after, but over the course of my last iMac's life, I realized that I need a laptop for editing video while away from the studio, not to mention the flat-out convenience of being productive and able to work in my living room, kitchen table, or literally anywhere. But after editing video on a small display like the 15.6-inch MacBook Pro, I came to the realization that while on the road this will suffice, editing on a small display kinda sucks. So that's where an external display comes in handy, at least for me. There's just way more screen real estate. So not only are my timelines way bigger for better visibility and more precise editing, it's an important one, the playback window's much larger as well, allowing me to actually see what the heck I'm doing and make sure shots are actually in focus, in addition to having the many other pros of having a big display. And a perfect example of why this is an awesome combo is when I'm done working upstairs and come down to the studio, all I gotta do is toss my MacBook Pro on the stand, throw in a cable from my hub, which is connected to the Pavilion 32, and boom, instant desktop computer, dope. Now, as I mentioned, I do like to do some light gaming when I have time. So as a lot of you know by now, Overwatch is my go-to game of choice, and it's really colorful, which is perfect for testing out displays. And with that, gaming for me on the Pavilion 32 has been slightly unsatisfying. I mean, black levels are pretty good compared to other LCD panels, and colors are on point, which wasn't surprising with that 100% sRGB color gamut, and from what I can tell, there's little to no light bleed. But after gaming on the Predator Z35P gaming monitor with a 4 millisecond response time and 120 Hz refresh rate, I could tell pretty quickly that the Pavilion 32 doesn't provide as smooth a gaming experience. Frames are just a little too, skippy for my taste. There is some shift in contrast as you tilt your head from side to side, but actually a lot less than what I saw on that much more expensive Predator Z35P display I recently reviewed. And the cost is actually something important I wanted to touch base on. The Pavilion 32 at under $400 is a really good example of why expensive isn't always better. Just because Apple recommends their fancy LG display ranging from $900 to $1,700 doesn't mean you actually need them. If you're not looking for a gaming specific monitor and instead want something for general things like work related tasks, content consumption, and photo and video editing, for example, at $340 at the time of this review, with 100% sRGB color gamut and AMD FreeSync, it's actually a pretty darn nice display. So if you want to buy one or get some more information, as always, I'll have some links for you guys in the description below. But that about does it for this one. As always, if you liked the video, show me some love and hit up that like button. And if you're new to my stuff, don't forget to subscribe for new videos every week. Thanks as always for watching, and I will talk to you all in the next one. Cheers.